right, so we're back here with our second interview. We have the captain of the Owls, Kumail Meghani. Welcome to the show, man. It's a hoot hoot thing, right? Okay, awesome.
Right,
So
it's like last playoffs, man. What sound does the owl make?
That's it. Hoot hoot. That's it. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Excited, man.
Yeah.
Excited for a year, for our season. I think this is our season.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Okay, so let me take you how this interview is gonna go.
All right.
First, we're just gonna do, general questions about your draft, what you think about the season, and then more so about like all of JMS as an entirety. And then we're gonna go to a lightning round, and it's gonna be a little bit more fast-paced game show type of questions. All right. Okay. So the first question, and I mean, this is how I met you. Was year one. You came and you played for the Pirates. You were a reserve that actually ended up staying for the rest of the year, and you were killing it back then. And then people don't realize that you played back then. And then you sort of left and came back. So what brought you back, and how did you see the league develop over that period of time that while you were gone?
I think it was year one when I first joined. So it was the inaugural season. I had played baseball, slow pitch, all sorts of like modified softball, various forms of baseball that you can play. So I knew there were going to be growing pains in the beginning. So when I first joined and I didn't come back, the main reason really was that I was committed to a lot of different leagues.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was a start. So it starts up slow.
Yeah.
Organization. There were some games that were only like 4 or 5 innings. So as a competitive guy, sometimes we'd be down by like 5. And it'd be last inning. Yeah. And it'd be like the 4th inning. So for me, it was tough to play in that environment. But since then, all I heard from guys is, "Hey, come back, come back, come back." Like it's gone so much better.
I was one of those guys.
And you said along with a bunch of other guys who are still playing in the league, they're like, it's gotten so much better. And when I came back last year, it was amazing, and that's why I'm back this year. Right?
Okay, so now taking us through like the sports that you play. Obviously, you just said you play baseball, you play softball. People who know you play basketball, you play football. Obviously, how would you?
Don't forget cricket, man.
Oh, you play cricket as well. Anything else you want to add?
I mean, I play all sports. It doesn't matter.
Okay, fine. So we have
I'd like to try curling. I think that's going to be my next sport that I'm going to try to conquer.
We have a complete athlete here.
Is curling.
So, and a real Canadian.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, perfect.
What about that?
So where would you rank JMS on a scale like between the other leagues that you play in, whether that involves not only like the gameplay, the organization, social media, like the whole gist of the league?
I'll say this, in terms of JMS, it's the most intense league that I play. Like, our commish is the most intense commish I've ever seen in my life.
That's true.
Me, even running football, I know how much work and how much effort it takes, but it's never one person.
Yeah, of course.
It's a group of guys, and that's what I love about JMS. Is it's not one guy, it's camaraderie. It's a bunch of guys, it's a bunch of brothers. Last year we had a team. I think we knew, or at least I knew, maybe 1 or 2 people on my team. But at the end of the season, we did sort of, our get together with the team, and everyone was saying how much fun they had.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see that majority of the guys that were on our team last year, they return and they want to play and they want to keep getting better, right? And for me, that's what JMS kind of draws me in with. Is really just the camaraderie, the brotherhood. You're playing with your brothers. It's a good bunch of guys, and again, if it wasn't that, I probably wouldn't be back. So
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then obviously knowing you from the football side, I know when you're drafting people, you sort of draft different people. You try to get to know a lot of different people in the league, just so again, the whole aspect of brotherhood. But talking about this draft, you actually brought a couple of Owls back. We're talking about Asad Nasser.
Teammate for life.
Yeah, Abbas Fazal.
Teammate for 2 seasons. Right.
He's a reserve now. Yeah. And then you brought the reserve that played every game, Khizr Jamal, back.
That's what it felt like,
Right? Yeah. So what made you bring them back? Because again, like I said, usually you're one of those guys that tries to pick out different people and try those relationships out as opposed to bringing everyone back. So what made you bring those people back?
So there are a couple of things. One thing is, from last year, I had an amazing experience with my team.
Yeah.
And if I had a chance, I can bring them all back.
Yeah.
Right. It's not always how it works.
So you feel like you could have done better last year, obviously.
And that's the second part of it. It's unfinished business for us, right? Like when it comes to Abbas, when it comes to Asad, we feel like it's unfinished business because I still think he's a new player to the team.
Yeah.
Because even if I know he played like 4 or 5 games for us last season, but to me he's a new player to the team. Like and there are a bunch of guys in the league that I would like to play with, right? Like even outside of our just league, I just want to play with them and see, They're a lot of quality guys, and I'm not just talking about their talent. They're actually quality, good people. And I think this year the main focus for me was, I wanted players that were high IQ, but I also wanted players that would gel well with the team.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And I think I've got a good group of guys.
Is that something you figured out from being a captain last year that you wanted to put in this year?
I think, last year it's like, again, we didn't have an issue with personality-wise or character-wise. We had a bunch of good guys. Everyone was pulling for each other, right? And like I said, if I had a chance, I could bring back the exact same team because I do feel like there was unfinished business. Everyone counted us out at the beginning of the season. Yeah. In the power rankings, we were last. I do not forget, right?
Of course,
and I don't forget that we lost, and I don't.
Many
forget
people
how we
don't
lost.
forget about our writers, so it's okay.
Yeah, so I don't forget how we lost. And this year, we're coming for the crown. Like that's at the end of the day, I think everyone on our team will realize that week one, or even preseason. So
now, talking about people that came back, you sort of made a bold move in the assistant captain draft. Everyone went with someone that has played in the league before, a little bit, maybe have captaining experience. Someone like Chima, who was a captain for multiple championship teams. You actually went out and drafted Noor, who has never played in this league. And then seeing him off one combine, I guess, sold you. So what made you do that?
All right, I'll be upfront with you. I didn't even see him at the combine.
Okay.
So I never saw him. I've never seen him play. But I talked to the guys. I talked to numerous guys, really trying to get a handle on the combine, on how it was. I looked at my options, and I had a couple of guys ranked higher than him. They went in front of me.
Yeah.
Right. But in no way am I upset. He was third on my list, and I got the third best player that I thought was there, and that was my strategy. I wanted the best player available. Yeah. And I got my third best.
So it wasn't so much drafting an assistant, but more so, like, obviously best player. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was, right? And again, you ask anyone that I talk to, I ask them at the end of the day, how is he as a character guy? How is he as a personality? Yeah. Is he going to be able to gel with the team? And I got glowing reviews from everyone. And after meeting him, I can say the same.
Okay. I mean, we'll all see if it works out for you guys. Yeah. So we're going to move into the lightning round. All right. This one's going to be a little bit different than the previous one we just did with Umair. I'm going to give you a player's name.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give you,
okay, sorry. So I thought we were starting with Umair.
Oh. I'm going to give you a player's name, and you have to give me your initial or immediate reaction, one-word reaction to that player. And then I'll give you a chance to sort of explain yourself. Okay? All right. So the first player on the list is Hassan Baskara.
He's fast. He is extremely fast.
Yeah.
Energetic, young. I know I'm going past the one word.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I mean, it's a guy who was on my team. First year of me really, like I've seen him around before. We've talked before. And when we drafted him last year, I actually didn't know Hassan Baskara was Hassan Baskara. They're just like, oh, he's a fast guy. And I'm like, okay, sure.
He's the youngest guy in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
And when he came on the team, I realized who he was. And I mean, again, like quality character guys. Yeah. So and that's key for me. I will guarantee you one thing: if I see a problem on the team, that problem won't stick around very long on my team.
Okay. Well, you guys, everyone on the Owls should recognize that.
Also, should realize, hey, everyone's on the trade block.
Okay, so you heard it here first.
Assistant captain included.
All right. So our next player is Sid. So Asad Nasser.
Oh, competitive.
That's
also
it.
teamer for life. So
that's it, right?
Yeah, there's nothing you need to say. Everyone has this perception of Asad, that he's heated. He's not heated. He's competitive. Yeah. He wants to win as much as the next guy, and that's what I love about him. And that's why, every year that I have a chance to get him on the team, he'll be on my team.
You think he's the best trash talker in the league?
If you ask him, that's not even a question.
I'm not asking him. I'm asking you.
That's not even a question.
Okay, let's go with Irfan Kimji.
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot. I think he's talented, but I will say this, Irfan, man, you dished me in the playoffs last year. You dished me in the playoffs last year. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not gonna ask anymore.
That's all I gotta say. I know he does some of the write-ups, but man, you dished me in the playoffs last year.
Okay, Mo Abdullah.
Oh man, happy-go-lucky guy on the team. Like
That's it?
He will root for you no matter how bad your day is going. And he's a guy that you want to, like, if you're having a bad day, he's the guy you want on your team. Because he's going to be the one who'll lift the team up with his spirit. So it's amazing. Yeah, no, amazing guy.
Okay, I think you're going to like this one. Yeah. Muhammad Riley.
Okay, so, Riley I know from different sports. Yeah. And I think soccer is his number one sport. And I think it's because there's no catching required. All right.
Okay.
All right. So
He also plays football, so I guess the same applies.
listen, man. I think I've said what I needed to say.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave it there.
That's all. That's all I
Last one, we're gonna go with Salim Chagani.
Oh man, I you know what? Cheated, and that's his feeling on me. You know, I feel like he feels cheated by me not drafting him. All I gotta say is, man, like he was one pick away. So
Yep.
you know, I love the dude.
I mean, your whole team's on the trade block, so he could end up on the team.
Without a doubt.
Right?
Without a doubt, the whole team is on the trade block. If everyone gives me their first overall pick, I think we'll have a good team.
Okay.
You know, but and then again, I'll trade my team for that. So
captains, you heard it.
You
just
heard it
want
here
your first
first,
pick,
man.
and we're good.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
man. Well, thank you, Kumail, for coming out. I appreciate it, man.
Man. Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
Yeah.